Hello students, I hope you all are doing well and will be studying at your places. As you know that we have started the chapter 14 fraction, and in previous video I made you understand the type of fraction. Okay, and in this video I am just going to tell you the equivalent fraction as you already studied about in the previous classes. So what are the equivalent fraction? Means the fraction having the same values are called the equivalent fraction, like 2 upon 3 and 4 upon 6. These two fractions are the equivalent fraction because their value are same. Now you are thinking that this is the 2 by 3 and the 4 by 6, how is it equivalent to each other? This is the 2 by 3 and this fraction cannot be reduced more. Okay, but it is the 4 by 3 and numerator and denominator both can be reduced in the lowest form, lowest term. How? Because numerator and denominator both are divisible by 2. 2 to the 4 and 2 3 the 6. So you can see here that we have got the 2 upon 3. Okay, so the value of 4 by 6 is the 2 by 3. So we can say 2 by 3 and the 4 by 6 are the equivalent fraction because their value is same. Got it? Now 3 by 5 is equivalent to the 15 upon 25. 15 by 25. Why? Because 15 upon 25, 15 by 25 can be reduced in the lowest form if we will divide it by the 5 3 and 5 5 the, so we will get the 3 by 5 and 3 by 5 is equivalent to the this. So we can say 3 by 5 and the 15 by 25 are the equivalent fraction. Got it? If two fractions are there whose values are same are called the equivalent fraction. Got? Now how to make an equivalent fraction? As I told you in the 4th class and the 3rd class, whenever you have to make the equivalent fraction, then you have to just multiply the given fraction by the counting number 1 by 1. Here it is the 2 by 3 is there. I have taken the same example, 2 by 3, and we have to write the equivalent fraction of this. So first of all we will just multiply 2 by 3 by the 1, mean we will multiply 2 by 3 by 1. We will multiply by 1 in denominator and we will multiply by 1 in numerator. Got it? Whatever we do in numerator, same we will do in the denominator. Okay, and vice versa, means whatever we will do in the denominator, exactly same we will do in the numerator. Got it? Means if you are multiplying by any number in the numerator, so you have to multiply by the same number in denominator. Okay, and vice versa. And if you are dividing the numerator or denominator by any number, so you will divide by the same number in numerator and denominator. Got it? So first of all we are just multiplying by the 1, so we will get the 2 by the 3. Again we are getting the same thing. So remember, whenever we have to find the equivalent fraction, we will not multiply by 1. Got? We will not multiply by 1 because again we will get the same thing, so there is no need to multiply by 1. Now see, the question is saying that write the equivalent fraction of 2 by 3. So first of all you will multiply 2 by 3 by 2. 2 in numerator, 2 in denominator. So you will get the 2 by 6. Got it? Then 4 by 6 is equivalent to the 2 by 3. Why 4 by 6 is equivalent to the 2 by 3? I told you here. If you will solve this, if you will reduce the value, if you will just get the smallest term of this fraction, so you will get the 2 by 3 again. Now you will get the 2 by 3 by 3. Means you will multiply by 3 in numerator and you will multiply by 3 in denominator. So you will get the 6 upon 9. 2 3 the 6, 3 3 the 9. Then you will multiply numerator and denominator by 4. So you will get the 8 upon 12. Therefore by multiplying by the counting number you will get the equivalent fraction of the given fraction. Got it? So one by one you can get the equivalent fraction of the given fraction. Okay, but in 6th class there is no need to do like this. Okay, this method is just okay for the 4th class and 5th class, but if in this class this question is asked to you to write the equivalent fraction of 2 by 3, question will be like this: write 4 equivalent fraction of 2 by 3. So what you do, you will just write all the fraction like this. You will just multiply it verbally in your mind. Okay, first of all we will multiply 2 by 3 by the 2. So 2 to the 4 and 2 3 the 6. This is the first fraction, first equivalent fraction of the 2 by 3, comma. Now next we will write, now we will multiply by the 3, 3 to the 6 and 3 3 the 9. This is the second equivalent fraction of this. Now third, for third we will multiply by the 4, 4 to the 8 and 4 3 the 12. Okay, then fourth equivalent fraction we will multiply it by the 5, 5 to the 10 and 5 3 the 15. Okay, so 1 2 3 4, these are the equivalent fraction of the 2 by 3. You will do like this, not like this. Okay, it will take much time to write all the fraction. Now I am just taking one more example. Suppose 4 by 6 is there. Okay, 4 by 7 we are taking. Okay, 4 by 7 we have to write 5 equivalent fraction. Okay, so first of all we will multiply by the 2. I told you here we will not multiply by the 1 because again we will get the same thing. So first of all we will multiply by the 2, 2 4 the 8, 2 7 the 14. This is the first equivalent fraction. Now next 3 4 the 12 and 3 7 the 21. Next we will multiply by the 4, 4 4 the 16 and 4 7 the 28. Then next we will multiply by the 5, 5 4 the 20 and then 35. Okay, next fifth equivalent fraction we will multiply by the 6, 6 4 the 24 and then that will be the 42. Okay, we have just multiplied by the counting number and we have just got the equivalent fraction. Here we have multiplied by the 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. 6 4 the 24 and 6 7 the 42. Okay, I hope you must have understood how to write the equivalent fraction. Same you just write the equivalent fraction of the other fraction. Now I'm just going to tell you the how to convert the fraction, means conversion of fraction. The first conversion is mixed fraction to improper fraction. As I told you, what is the mixed fraction? The combination of the whole number and the proper fraction. I told you in last video, this is the mixed fraction. Okay, what is the improper fraction? Where the numerator is greater than denominator. Where the numerator is greater than denominator, that is the improper fraction, and this is the mixed fraction. Okay, now suppose one mixed fraction is given here and you have to change into the improper fraction. How do you change this? So for changing this, so as you know that this is the whole number, this is the numerator and this is the denominator. So first of all we will multiply the denominator by the whole number. We will multiply, means we will multiply 2 by the 3, and whatever we will get after the multiplication we will add the numerator in that. This is the sign of plus. Got it? First of all we will multiply by the denominator by the whole number, and whatever we will get we will add the numerator in that. So we will get what? 2 3 is 6 and 6 plus 1 7. Okay, and denominator always remains same as it is, that is the 3. 7 upon 3 will be the answer. Okay, I'm just taking one more example. Suppose 1 whole 2 by 5. We have to change it into the improper fraction. First of all, we will multiply 5 by 1. Then 5 ones are 5. Now we will add the numerator in that. 5 and 2, 7. 5 ones are 5 plus 2, 7. 7. And as you know, denominator always remains same. Whatever the denominator is written here, we will write here. 7 upon 5 is the improper fraction. Now one more thing. Okay, we have to change this. So first of all, we will multiply 5 into 13. It will be the 65, and 65 and 2, 67, and denominator will remain same. Okay, so this way you can just change the mixed fraction to the improper fraction. I am just telling you one more. 3 whole 3 by 5. Okay, 3 whole 3 by 5. How do we change? 3 5s are 15, 15 and 3 18, and denominator will remain same. So this is the improper fraction. Okay, now the vice versa, the second conversion is improper to mixed fraction. Okay, here we have got the improper fraction by the mixed fraction. Now we will get the mixed fraction from improper. Suppose I am taking this same example. 18 upon 5. So for changing the improper fraction to the mixed fraction, you will just divide the numerator by the denominator like this. Okay, you will just divide the numerator by the denominator. Okay, 5 3s are 15. What is left? 3. Okay, so this is the remainder and this is quotient. Got? So this 3 remainder will come here. We will write this 3 here. Okay, and this quotient, this 3 will come here, and the denominator will remain same. Okay, so what we have got, that here we will write the denominator, here we will write the quotient, and here we will write the remainder. Got it? Remember this thing. Got? Now one more example I am giving you. 5 and 3. This is the improper fraction, and you have to change into the mixed fraction. So first of all, you will divide 3 by 5. You will get that 3 ones are 3 and remainder 2. This is remainder and this is quotient. So how do you write? As I told you, this remainder will come above the line. So you will write 2 here, and the quotient comes here, as you can see here. So you will write 1 here, and denominator remains same as it is. So 1 whole 2 by 3 is mixed fraction of the 5 by 3. You can check it. If you will just change into the improper fraction, so you will get a 5 by 3 again. 3 ones are 3 and 2 5, 5 by 3. Got it? See one more example. 81 upon 11. Okay, 81 upon 11. You can do it verbally also. There is no need to divide just like this. Okay, if the large number is there, numerator and denominator are large, then you can divide. Otherwise, in a small number, in case of the small number, you can do it verbally. So suppose if we have to convert the 81 upon 11 into mixed fraction, so as you know, denominator will remain same. Now we will read the table of the 11 into 81. 11 1s are 11, 11 2s are 22, 11 3s are 33, till 11 7s are 77, 11 8s are 88, will be more than the 81. So 11 7s are 77. Now how much should we add it in 77 to be the 81? That is the 4. Okay, so this is the mixed fraction of the 81 upon 11. So today I have just told you the equivalent fraction and the conversion of the fraction. I hope you must have understood, and in next video I will just make you do the exercise. Got it? So till then you just keep studying and just keep practicing of all this question. Thank you.